Hey everyone, welcome to Code Harmony. Today we are going to solve LeetCode Problem 3392 count subarrays of length 3 with a condition. This problem is going to be very easy and here we'll just be using one iteration. Also this question has been asked in Cognizant around 10 times the last 6 months. So those who are getting started with the coding or those who are already learning any of the programming language like C, Python, Java, they can do this. Let's have a look on the problem statement. Given an integer array nums, so an integer array nums is given to us and we have to return the number of subarrays of length 3 such that sum of the first and third numbers exactly equals half of the second number. So this is the only condition given to us, that you will be given an integer array. So this is my integer array of size 5 and from this integer array I need to I need to just know the count of all the subarrays. So let's say I'm just considering one subarray and this subarray is of length 3. First element in the subarray, second element in the subarray, third element in the subarray, and the condition that should be satisfied for this subarray, if this subarray is following the condition, then I will just increment the count, or you can say answer plus plus. And what is that condition? Sum of the first and third number, first number is 1, third number is 3, is equal to the exactly half of the second number, is equal to 2 divided by 2. So this is the condition that is given to us. So here I need to know every single subarray. So as I have to check every single subarray and the length is only 3, if I just directly do the iteration I can check that. First one, what I can do is, if I just try to put these subarray in terms of indices, it will look something like this. First one is I minus 1, second one is I, third one is I plus 1. And what we can do is we can check for every possible value of I, and I will just get I minus 1, I plus 1, and then I will just check the condition. Value at I minus 1 plus value at I plus 1 is equal to value at I divided by 2. But here this is the condition that I need to check. But here if I just divide by 2 and the second number is 5 and just divide by 2 and it is not divisible by 2 exactly, so in this case we are putting every element as integer, so it will just round off to integer, and in this case it is going to return 2, so that might give us wrong answer. So what I can do is I can move this 2 to this position. 2 into first element plus third element is equal to second element. So this condition I need to check. And what I can do is I can check for every possible value of I, such that there should be at least one element on the left side, at least one element on the right side. So here what are all the possible witnesses of I? What are all the three size subarrays? First one is this, second one is this, and third one is this. That's all. So here if you just have a look, my indices value I value will go from this 2 to this 4, index 1, index 2, index 3, and the size of this array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already know that the last element is 5 minus 1 index, first element is 0, but here we have to skip the last element on the first element, and starting with 1 until n minus 2 I need to go. So I can keep my I index to these values and I can easily check this condition. So the condition I need to check is 2 into I minus 1 and I plus 1 is equal to I. So here the loop that I will be using is, indices will go usually from 0 to n minus 1, but I need to skip the first element as like last element because I am checking every single possible value of I. So here my I value will start from 1. So for integer I is equal to 1 and I will go till n minus 2. So this is all the valid value of I. So here I need to check the condition. If 2 into I minus 1, value at I minus 1 plus value at I plus 1 is equal to second element. So this is my first element, this is my second element, this is my third element. If this condition is true, my answer plus equal to 1, or in simple terms, answer is equal to answer plus 1. And at the end, I can directly return the answer. So that's all we have to do. And here what I have done is I just did one iteration, and every iteration this is the condition that I have checked. So the time and space complexity for this operation will be order of n. It's a linear time, and array size they have given that it will go till 100. So the size is also very limited. So no need to worry about this iteration, and still we can't improve it further because at least we have to check for every single value. Time complexity is order of n, and what about the space complexity? We are not taking any extra space, so it's a linear time and constant space operation. Now let's write the code for this. So as we have decided, we just have to use one iteration and capture the answer if the condition is true. So that iteration, my index will start from index 1. Int I is equal to 1 and I less than equal to n minus 2 nums dot length minus 2 and I plus plus. I will be keeping my account in this answer variable. Initially it is 0. For every true condition I'm just incrementing it, and in the end I'm returning answer. So here what is this condition? If first element plus last element is equal to half of second, so the second, like double of first and last element, is equal to second element. Second element is something we are iterating over, and 2 into nums of I minus 1 plus nums of I plus 1. So this is something I can check, and here yeah, that's all. And if this condition is true, just increment the answer. Let's test over sample test cases now. Sample test cases are passed. I'm submitting the problem. It was submitted successfully. I hope you have understood this problem, and it's a very good beginner friendly problem and very easy to understand. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.